to start the recording now.
I sure do love that little guy up there with his friends. Oh boy, what are we gonna do, everybody?
Anyway, welcome back to Slice and Dice. We're sans a couple of members at the moment. Hopefully they show up. If you don't, then
Got one at the fucking opera.
They get better. But last we left off in this particular campaign here in the land of Camelot, we had a couple of wild things go down. First of all, our college students were working on a history exam when their computer fried. They decided to go out and get it fixed when a locket exploded with light and sent them straight to a land of magic and mystery. Found themselves in a grassy field, suddenly approached by a group of knights who were somewhat problematic, and those knights took them to a castle full of magical things, including a, what's the word I'm looking for here? A worker of magic metals. And he was very fun, very kind, and made very cool things. But the knights claimed that there was a battle that was about to commence that they needed their help with. So our 5 students traveled out into the field of battle to be met with bandits and giants and pseudo-dragon worms and a crazy witch. The battle went insane. People were incinerated. People were brought back to life. There was a very long heart-to-heart session with the witch while time was frozen. And at the very end of it all, the witch seemed to have a revelation about one of the characters, and they realized that their daughter was among them. But just as this mommy-daughter moment was getting real, a dragon swooped in from overhead and lit the field asunder, leaving just our 5 characters and an enormous dragon ridden by a black armored rider. And that was where we left off. So we now find ourselves on the field of battle. The field is now much more charred. Flames still flicker in the wake of this enormous breath attack. This dragon, colossal in size, breathes. And as you look at it, you realize that what was a green dragon seems to sort of look more iridescent now. Different colors flicker across its scales. And you're not 100% sure what color it is. It seems like as the light hits it at every angle, it changes. Breathes in these heavy, huge nostrils and snorts out, and you can see smoke. Light reflecting off of it is maybe the most noticeable aspect. Its eyes are trained down on your group as you stare up. The heat around you is intense, comes in waves, and you see like the heat waves that you can see like rising off of the ground when it gets really hot outside. You can see those are coming off of the grass around you, but especially on that charred wake. The black armored rider slowly dismounts this dragon. Unarmed at the moment, it seems, though there do seem to be a plethora of weapons at his disposal. He walks towards your group, and I'm going to say he just walks very slowly underneath this dead tree, stands beside this flame that still burns. He looks at your group and he goes, "Are any of you loyal to Morgan Le Fey?"
Well, considering the fact that we just met her, I'm gonna say no, but apparently she might have been one of our moms.
You see his stature jerk, as it seems like maybe this was a surprise. What?
Pretty sure you heard what I said there, fella.
His hand like drops to his sword hilt. Who?
I don't find any of us inclined to answer that question with your hand on your sword hilt.
Who?
I'll give you one guess.
The sword slowly comes out of its scabbard, sort of making that sliding metal on metal sound as it comes out. He looks you, Morgana, dead in the eyes. You can't see his face behind his visor. Can't see a glimpse of his eyes, nothing. It's all shadowed. And he says nothing. But he does track back to the dragon. Sword still drawn. And in silence, he moves to mount the dragon. The dragon is now staring directly at you, Morgana. And he gets on the dragon. He sort of points the sword in your group's direction, and he says, I'm here to end a cursed bloodline. I have no quarrel with any of you, save for the one. Leave now.
Nothing. We're not exactly sure how to get back home, and one of us apparently belongs here.
You're her.
That's pretty much what I've been insinuating.
No, you're the one.
Yeah, that's what she was saying until you blew her to smithereens.
You should have stayed over there.
Again, this was not really our choice.
Unfortunate.
You're telling me, buddy.
Listen, you cannot be allowed to live. The rest of you have a chance. Leave now. Now.
Beth hasn't been paying attention and has just been crying and like patting on Noah's character, just like, are you okay? You're still alive. You're fine. Promise. We'll put all the pieces back, right?
What is happening? Why are you doing that?
He just died. He just died from a fireball. And I'm just trying to make sure he's still corporeal.
Who cast fireball?
It definitely wasn't me, I promise. It was someone else.
The dragon sort of snorts, and I'll allow you to roll an insight check on that, if you'd be so kind.
All of us?
No, just Beth.
Just me. Alright, so that's an 8.
8 on your insight check.
I get a +6. That's how bad I roll.
You are so distraught that you have no idea. You have absolutely no idea. But from the top of the dragon, this rider seems to get more impatient.
Okay, so I want to do Shield of Faith on Morgana.
Okay.
It's a bonus action, and I can do it up to 60 feet away, but...
Sure, yeah, you're right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as you do that, I'm going to say, let's see if Chris has anything cool. I feel like Chris would probably do something cool.
So, Kara, you have a +2 to your AC for the next 10 minutes.
So, also, Chris is going to sort of step up and be like, yeah, bro, we're not worried about you. And he, like, comes over and he's like, Morgana could kick your ass any day. I did say your name, Morgana. It's Morgana. I'm pretty sure. Like 90% sure that's Morgana. And she could kick your ass any day. And he's going to cast heroism on you. And that is going to give you, let me make sure I'm getting this right. You now, you're immune to being frightened, and you gain 19 temporary hit points.
Solid.
Sweet. Okay. But as the rider watches this happen, he's like, so be it. And sheathes this sword as though he was not expecting to fight more than one person, and draws instead from like this like saddle that's mounted on this dragon. He draws instead this bow, and he draws an arrow, and yeah, you know what? At this moment, I'll let everyone roll an insight check. You don't think you're strong enough.
All right, I got a 12. As you can
Okay.
see,
That is a 12 plus a 2, 14.
14.
I'm rolling so well
Yeah.
at the start of this.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so Gwen, who's perhaps more paying attention, you get the sense that there is a sort of resignation to this bow draw. And while you don't sense any hesitation, it does not seem like this is deeply personal. However, it does become very clear that the intention is lethal. And so with that, I'm going to ask that everybody roll initiative. And as this happens, he sort of mounts the dragon and he pulls his bow, and then you just hear like this as this dragon snorts. And in the like sort of steam that comes from its nose, from the nostrils, you can see like sort of like an iridescent rainbow go through the smoke.
Got a 21.
You got a 21?
15.
I got a 7. We didn't like rest or heal or anything through the break,
Correct.
right?
You did not know.
Nope.
I took a quick nap.
While you were crying over.
Yeah, I
Danny
cried
Boy.
so hard I
They were
passed out.
restorative tears.
You ever cried so hard you passed out? That's what happened.
That's what happened.
All right, so first to act is old Chris.
Awesome.
And what is Chris gonna do? This is wild. I am literally just having to play like a whole ass new
Everybody.
just a completely new
Yeah.
character.
Kristen, you're actually gonna play as all of us. We're just gonna watch.
Yeah, we're just
We're
gonna
just
watch
watching.
you play this out.
Excellent. I think it'd be
Got
deeply disappointed. Deeply disappointed. Okay, I think Chris is going to cast Guardian of Faith. And so Chris is like, this is way uncool of you, dude. Honestly, whack as fuck. And as he does, he sort of like mouths the word of a certain poem. He's like, 2 paths diverge to the yellow wood. And as he says this giant ethereal form of Robert Frost appears and
Beautiful.
stands beside you. It's like this ghostly form of a poet who's just like, and that made all the difference, and like stands ready for combat. And that is going to be, let me make sure that Chris can't do anything else super duper cool. Let's see, that's more action. And then I think Chris is also going to look over to Gwenna and be like, Brianna, you got this, and give you bardic inspiration. So that is
I'm gonna give him a thumbs up.
1d12, and he's like, sweet, and that's gonna be it. So you've got 1d12, that's your bardic inspiration, and that is going to be Chris's turn. And up next we have Beth. Beth, what are you gonna do? Let me change the color of these lights too, just so we're clear about
Oh yes, yes, the combat lights.
combat
lights.
lights are on, baby.
Important.
The
Beth?
combat lights are active.
Beth is going to ready an action to jump in front of an arrow if it tries to hit Morgana.
Okay.
To take
So
that.
if an arrow is shot at Morgana,
Let me say this specifically. Actually, if an attack is levied at Morgana, there will be me to jump in the way. Can I do that? Or is that
I'm gonna say yes.
sick?
I'm gonna say yes. I'll at least let you roll a dexterity check to see if you can get in the way.
Sick.
Sweet. So do you want to do anything else, or is that your whole turn?
Nope, that's it.
That's your whole turn. Okay. So next to move. He's the mysterious rider in black, who is going to sort of like say something in Draconic to this dragon. Does anyone here speak Draconic?
I do.
I don't know. Let me look.
I do.
I speak Dwarvish. Does that go over?
Speak in Dwarvish to his dragon.
Nope.
Okay, so I'm gonna say to you, I'll give you roll a perception check because there's a decent amount of distance and stuff's going on. So I'll let you roll a perception check to see if you hear what's been said. Roll linguistics.
19 plus 2, 21.
21. Yeah. So you hear the rider just sort of goes, "Let's go up." And so nothing like super interesting was said, but it is clear now that these two speak to each other because the dragon responds in kind and says, "At your command." And but again in Draconic. So what Beth and Chris and Gwenna hear is just sort of this like some sort of language coming out of the rider's mouth, and then this like coming out of the dragon.
Literally said uppies.
Correct, yes. Yeah, essentially, he said, "Uppies, here we go." So this dragon sort of like bucks into the air, and it's this massive beast, just wings just pound, and you feel like the air around you move, and the dust flies as this giant creature takes to the skies. And you see that arrow that he's knocked, he sort of like stretches back, and with a 21 perception, I think that you can still hear as he looks down and says, "Swift defeat to my enemies, swift death to those who have wronged me." And the bow sort of like illuminates with a color, like a red glow sort of wraps around it. Okay, sweet. So roll. Sweet. So okay, so shoots this arrow, flies in. You're gonna take let's see, it's 11 plus
All of us?
no no, he shoots an enormous bomb from his
Everybody.
yeah, right. All right, sweet. So you take, as this arrow like streaks down, and you see like sort of like this almost like black smoke coming off of the front of it as it whistles down, studs into the side of your shoulder, Morgana.
Wait, can I try to
Roll a dexterity. Yeah, roll a dexterity.
How come my armor doesn't work?
What's that?
Why doesn't my armor work?
I should have asked. Does a
17.
does a 20? No, sorry. Does a 30 hit?
Oh, well, fuck you. Yeah, I guess.
That's a dirty 20.
that is rude.
Okay. All right. You know what? What was the? No, it does not. I was gonna say. So if your dexterity check beat the attack roll, I would let you take it.
Oh shit! I had to beat a 30. Jesus Christ, that's physics.
It would not have. I mean, it's not like it's not always a 30. It's not like he just gets 30.
He always hits a 30.
Rolled pretty well. I will say this. I will allow you as Beth to roll a perception check as you are trying to take this arrow and as it whizzes past you.
Got it.
And do.
All right. That right there is going to be a good old-fashioned 16.
16. So you see, as you're sort of diving in the way of this arrow, the arrow almost just a little bit seems to like sort of wind around you. But more than that, you can tell that this arrow, it like is almost magnetized to Morgana. It seems as though this was this is not like a normal arrow, and it's not like arrows per se, not an expert on it, but you see enough to see the black smoke coming off of the front of it, and it feels like it moves a little bit, like you should have intercepted it maybe, but you didn't, and so you're thinking there's something weird going on with these arrows.
I know a rude arrow when I see one.
Rude? First of all,
trying to get hit. What are you doing?
All right, so all right, so shoots that one arrow, immediately launches another. You take another 19 points of damage.
Motherfucker.
As the rider just like you can feel, especially with that 21 perception check, that his gaze does not seem to have left you yet. And I think that. Oh no! Wait, actually, I'm going to.
Christian's new favorite thing is just killing off all of my characters.
Does seem that way, doesn't it?
I was like looking at like Gary's key points because I'm like, why am I almost dead and you motherfuckers are fully healed right now?
Oh, not me.
All right, so you take another 19 damage as he.
Aw.
3 of these arrows whistling with black smoke. They just thud into you, and suddenly you're. This is new, right? Like your whole life, you've dealt with like being punched in the face. Being shot with an arrow 3 times is a new experience.
A little excessive.
Right, and it feels like these are like when these arrows land, that black smoke seems to be like singeing the flesh around it. Not in like a poisonous way, but just in like it, like almost like the tip of the arrow was
Cauterizing it.
Almost, yeah. But it feels like it's just like hitting you and dealing like a little bit of extra something. It's just an excruciating moment. And that is the rider's turn. And then it is your turn, Gwen.
All right. I'm gonna do heal on Morgana.
Okay.
Anything?
So you get 78 health points back.
Woo! Hell yeah! Back in the game.
78.
That's only the 6th
Gnarly.
level. I have that at like 7th and 8th level too.
Very gnarly.
Let's fucking go.
What else do you want to do?
That's it.
Okay.
That's all I can do. So,
What does your heal look like?
she just like puts her hand out, and then like a green light just sort of goes all the way around her, and she.
Let's say just for flavor, Morgana, you hear like a like what sounds like ice skates and like a soft whistle, and for just a moment you swear you can smell like a corn dog. You're at a hockey game.
Absolutely.
For just a moment you're like, no wait, I'm not at a hockey game. I'm not. Sweet. Okay, so Morgana, it is your turn.
Can I rip those arrows out of my shoulder and shoot him with them?
You can certainly try.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there it is.
Most
There it
badass
is.
fucking thing I've ever heard.
So Morgana takes the arrows and kind of looks down and goes, well, that was excessive. And I want her to just like reach up and rip out both of the arrows and
Okay.
notch them. I want her to notch them both into that into her longbow and aim right at that little prick. Now we don't know he's Mordred yet, right? We never got his name.
Right.
Right. You don't know who this is.
All right. Be like, so as she like notches and pulls back that arrow, I want her to be like, whoever the fuck you are, that was a little rude, and just let him fly.
Sweet. So are you shooting at him or at the dragon?
Him.
Okay, sweet. Roll an attack. Give me a second. I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the
You're in a
bathroom.
musical mood.
I am. I don't really know why.
I say, yo, you be singing.
So
Okay,
that's-
so 19 plus 10 would be a 29.
That hits.
Woo!
Roll some damage.
Am I rolling damage?
You are rolling damage.
Rolling damage.
1d8 plus 4. 12.
Could have had it all.
Now I'm allowed to attack twice.
Correct.
This telling?
So did you say you did 12 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you have 2 attacks.
So my next one, can I call 3rd level call lightning? I want to. It says a storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder that's 10 feet tall with a 60-foot radius, centered on a point you can see within range directly above you. So I can do that above him on the dragon, right?
Okay, so you're summoning a storm above him, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then basically, I'm gonna shoot a bolt of lightning out of that storm. 3d10. He has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. All right. Let me make that dexterity saving throw. What does he have to beat?
What am I? 16.
Okay.
So like after she shoots those arrows, she's just gonna like hang the longbow across her, and like something about like her fury, she's like she gets this feeling that she can control like more than she realizes, and basically just shoots her hands up into the air, creates this storm, and then brings down one of her hands and like directs that lightning directly to Mordred.
Okay, sweet. So yeah, roll damage.
20.
20 damage.
Correct.
20 damage.
God damn.
Wait, so you shoot this arrow, catches him. So you hear sort of a grunt, and then you just sort of instinctively throw your hands to the sky, and your emotions are sort of mirrored against the sky, which was previously sort of a nice, clear blue sky. So just very quickly is like encased with these dark gray thunderclouds, and you watch a bolt of lightning sort of following your will just strike this rider, and you see for a moment like all of his armor sort of like lights up as this lightning strikes. And you hear and the lightning has made contact. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
So as the dragon begins to fly, you hear Morgana, the dragon, who seems to notice that you've understood, like looks at you and goes, "How dare you?" And he is going to open his mouth, and you see like these brilliant colors start to like light up from like starting like in his throat, and then it's just an explosion of like rainbow colors comes forth in like a breath attack, and that is going to wash over the entire group. So as this dragon flies over, you guys are all looking up at the sky, and you see this dragon, which is sort of changing colors, especially as the lightning strikes. You see these colors are just reflected off of the scales in this crazy prismatic display, and it flies at you with what can only be described as like an animalistic fury, and opens its mouth, and this rainbow explodes against the ground as different colors wash over you. And I will need you all to make a dexterity saving throw.
22.
22. What did you roll?
And 11.
17 plus 4, so 21.
Okay. So, here's what's going to happen. You are all going to take a number of fun effects, except for Gwen and Chris, who both managed to sort of dive out of the way, right? Barely managed to get outside of this rainbow explosion.
Oh God! Wait. Is Noah's character dead again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gone. He's real gone.
So, Beth, you turn and he just disintegrates in the colors, and the dust sort of blows away on the wind.
Oh, my God.
Round 2 of watching the ashes sort of like fly away in front of you. An anime song starts playing like as that happens, and you hear in your head, "Beth is now drowning in an indescribable emptiness."
You just hear leaves on the vine.
No, not leaves on the vine. Okay, but here's what's gonna happen. You are going to take 17 fire damage, 17 acid damage, 17 lightning damage, 17 poison damage, and then 17 cold damage. So that is total.
Do that math for us.
I will. I have my handy dandy calculator.
Thank God. I was like, you're right. Look, you're gonna have
Good
to start
thing
over.
I would also be very dead if
You're both going to take 85 damage.
fuck me, bro.
85 damage. And so you are also both now restrained. And at the end of your turns, you will make Constitution saving throws. And I also believe you are blinded. So you find yourselves blind and stuck
Because of all the mascara running down from all the tears.
Yes, that is for Beth. For Beth, it is just mascara. And the sadness is holding you in place. For Morgana, it may be something else, but for Beth, it is 100%.
No magic involved.
No, I don't even know that Beth was hit with the beam. I think watching Millie's character die did that too. But so you just, this massive like rainbow washes over you, and you like, just the color itself seems to have like seared your eyes for a moment, as if you were staring directly at a firework that went off in front of your face, and your body goes into shock as these colors sort of like overwhelm your nervous system, and you feel like you can't move, and you keep blinking, and you just keep seeing different colors, like really radiant blue and yellow and orange. Very disorienting experience. And the dragon sort of like flies over you and winds up somewhere, like sort of like hovering over this tree. And the rider calls down, "It doesn't have to be this way. Leave now."
I think it's a little too late for that, buddy.
You killed one of us. You die now.
Sweet. Okay, so it's Chris's turn. Chris going to. Okay, so Chris is going to look up at the dragon and be like, Hey, stop it. Okay? Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it.
Perfect.
You
Just
cut
me
it out.
talking to my dog. Just stop it.
That's exactly what it is.
You gotta stop. I swear to God.
All right. Well, so, and then you just see the dragon just. And Morgana, you can understand. The dragon very clearly just saying, "No, I don't want to."
No, I like it.
I don't want to stop.
Not gonna do that. I'm not gonna
You
stop.
can't make me.
I'm gonna eat your work shoes. I'm gonna do it.
I'm getting on the bed. I'm getting on the bed anyway.
Canning on.
My dog ate my work shoes.
Sweet. Okay, so that is Chris's turn. And well, let me make sure. No, so Chris is going to look over to you, Beth, and you can just hear through the mascara blinding you and the fear holding you in place. Chris say, "Listen, I think you're awesome. Okay, you gotta hang in there with me. Promise?" Hits you with a bardic inspiration.
Beth goes into a rage.
That's a bardic rage. Bardic rage. I love it. Okay, so it is now your turn, Beth.
Okay, sick. Can I take a level out in barbarian real quick?
Can I switch?
You can rage.
Can I switch character sheets?
I think it fits the story.
We can talk about it after
No, I know.
active combat, maybe.
You can't change your class active combat. What are you talking about?
In this moment, Beth learns the art of barbarity.
What do I have to roll to get out of this?
So you're gonna roll me a wisdom saving throw and a constitution saving throw.
Can do both. Okay, wisdom. Dun, 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 dun. What is that? Plus 0. So that would be 17.
17. Yeah, well, you know what? I can't tell. I would just say that you're no longer blind. Did you roll a constitution saving throw?
I'm about to do that for you right now, boss. And that is a natural 20.
And you burst
into a
into your
rage.
momentary, and it feels like you're in a rage. You receive no benefits like that, but you feel the rage coursing through as you remember a rather angry tune from Les Mis. You feel the blood of angry men coursing through your veins, and it is that is your turn. It is shattering the blindness and the constitution, and so now you're ready to go.
This is inconsequential, but can I say that when Beth stands up, there's like fire coming off of her hands?
Yeah, I'll
Sick.
give you that.
Sick,
I'll
sick,
give you
sick.
that 100%. There's fire crackling in your hands as you stand up. The smoke is sort of like trailing up slowly. You stand up and you are sort of like masked behind some of the smoke, but you can even see some like flicker of flame behind your eyes as you stand up from the ash that surrounds you, ready to do battle with the forces of evil. Sweet. And it is now the mysterious rider's turn. So the mysterious rider sort of circles around, he's up on the tree, and once again, sort of knocks his arrows in this bow. Gonna take some shots. Does a 19 hit you?
Me?
Morgana, yes.
I want to say, yeah, I'm pretty sure my shit's 17. Yeah, no, it hits.
Are you adding the +2 from your shield?
Yeah, because I'm a 15 + 2, so 17 times
Okay, so first you're gonna take 19 damage as one of these black smoking arrows finds purchase.
See you later, guys.
All right, so then you're gonna take 15 damage.
All right, I'm dead. So
Are you? You dead? You dropped?
she gone.
Okay, so this arrow finds purchase, and a third one, as you drop, sticks into your shoulder. That is one failed death save. And the rider on the dragon sort of circles around. He said, "It doesn't have to end this way. Leave now. I have what I need."
Fuck you.
So be it.
Bring it.
And
You
with that,
little hot topic bitch. You little hot topic bitch on your fucking fleshy dragon. Is that how you make yourself feel better? Oh, I killed my mommy. Now I'm killing my sister. I'm going to end your world. I swear to God, I will burn everything you've ever known. And if I don't, I'll see you in the next life. Welcome to hell, bitch.
you see this dragon
drop.
just sort of like,
Back, you fuck. I don't speak your language.
it is your turn, Gwen, as this scathing retort escapes Beth's lips.
I'm like right next to Morgana, aren't I?
You are, yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do Revivify then.
Sweet.
So she comes back with one
Sounds like
hit
some
point.
Harry Potter shit.
So I'll say this, Morgana, as you drop, you hear a voice just sort of echoing around in your subconscious. So as you like sort of fade into unconsciousness, you feel this like sort of arrow hitting your body, but the pain doesn't really register. But you do hear a voice in your head that just sort of whispers, "It's okay, don't be afraid." And then you feel this like sort of magical energy hit your body, and your eyes open again, and you're like, "What? Oh God!" But you are awake again. I'm not sure. What does Revivify do? As far
It brings her back with 1 health point, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna do Healing Word on her. So then she gets another 12 health after that.
Sweet. So you're back up to 13 hit points.
Back in the game, fuckers.
You wake up and you just feel like, again, it's like you wake up to the smell of like corn dogs and sweat. Feel a lot better.
Sweat.
A lot better.
Hockey pads.
You hear like a soft like thud.
Morgana, I want Morgana to turn around and look at Gwenna and be like, hockey pads? Really?
I know what I know, okay?
It is what it is.
See what it be.
Speaking of which, Morgana, it is now your turn.
Am I still like tied up and blind and shit?
No, you are not.
Because I died and stuff.
Correct. Almost found a cheat code. Found a cheat code out of that one.
Fuck you and your saving throws. All right. Morgana wants to try to fuck this motherfucker up. Yeah, I'm gonna let's call lightning again, but let's do it at 8th level and go after
Okay.
big bro over there.
All right. So, what are you going for? The rider or for the dragon? I should ask.
I'm still going for the rider.
Okay. And that is a dexterity saving throw.
It is. He's got to beat a 16.
Got to beat a 16 dexterity save. Okay. If he beats it, what happens?
He gets to take half the amount of damage.
Okay. Sweet. Let me
So
check.
did he beat it?
Hold on. He did beat it, but I'm just going to check something really fast. Okay. All right. Yeah. Roll damage.
Ooh, 42. Eat my balls, motherfucker.
Good.
I'm glad we're actually hitting him after I said the hot topic thing. I needed.
Could you imagine?
So you watch as this lightning again just freaks through and he manages to sort of like deflect some of it off with like his forearm, it looks like, but even then he watches it just sort of like lights up his armor, and you see like this like thick sort of plume of smoke come off, and you hear just like a pained come out as the lightning finds purchase. What else would you like to do with your turn?
From there, can I do mass cure wounds? If I do mass cure wounds, could I aim it at myself too, or no?
I believe you can. Yes. Now, I just so I'm clear. The first thing you cast, I'm only asking because I don't know if you can cast two.
Oh, you might be right.
You can't cast two big spells in the same turn. You could cast like a cantrip or something, or you could take an attack action since you have extra attack, but you can't make a big spell.
I still have my bow, and I'm going to rip out another fucking arrow that he shot at me and shoot him back.
Just shoot his own arrows back at him. Do it.
I'm doing it. So I got to roll 17 plus 10, 27.
That hits. Deal some damage.
1d8. 7. That was shit compared to the lightning.
What's the damage? 7?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. You watch that arrow finds purchase, but it looks like some of it's kind of absorbed by this thick plate armor that he's wearing. And it is now, so the dragon is going to swoop around and land. Oh, I should get rid of this token since that character was disintegrated. Dragon is going to swoop down and land here right beside this massive boulder, and it's going to take some swipes here. Looks like its teeth, as it's landing, its teeth are lashing out straight for. All right, this dragon's going to land, and it's going to attempt to bite you. That is going to hit, that's going to be 18 damage as dragon just rips some chunk of flesh. No, that is towards Beth. Beth taking 18 damage as it bites into you and tears away some of your flesh. Then Gwenna, you see that it's like sort of like stands up on its hind legs, and these claws are coming out straight for you. Does a 20 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. Please. Okay. Okay. 8, 7, 20. So that's 31 damage. As two claws just rake across your chest. And now this dragon is just sort of standing like right in front of you, and it just but it has landed. It's on the ground. So I also believe, actually, now that I say that out loud, I might have to do something because okay, sweet. So you watch though as the ghostly version of Robert Frost punches this dragon. It's just like, I'll show you the right path. Punches it, like uppercuts it, and it's just like, and you hear in Draconic Morgana, it's like, what? Who? That is
Robert Frost.
Okay.
You know Robert Frost, dragon.
You know, don't you know the dragon Robert Frost?
Everybody knows Robert.
Everybody knows Robert Frost and Dragon Robert Frost.
I fucking love Robert Frost. You picked my favorite.
Excellent. Yes, but Robert Frost does deliver a rather nasty uppercut. But I will say, just for those watching, it does not look like it really hurts the dragon in any real way. It just sort of looks like it's like
It's more symbolic than anying.
Right. The dragon's like, what? Why? Why have you done this?
He's really into symbolism.
Beth is saying this to the dragon. you have to understand something. Sweet.
No,
Okay.
Beth is too pissed. Too pissed.
No chance, no way, I won't say I'm in love. Okay,
I really like this music.
so
It's good.
It's fun.
exciting.
I like it.
We're gonna.
I will say in love.
Okay, I can get with that.
Hercules is my favorite.
Okay, so yeah, so you watch as Chris is just like whack. My girl Bree does this on the daily. Do you do this on the daily? I'm pretty sure you do this on the daily. She is literally fine. Okay, you don't even you can just go ahead and call it quits right now. Bree's about to mess you up, and with that, cast another bardic inspiration on you, Gwen. And then Chris goes sort of I'm running. Chris goes sort of like uncharacteristically like still, sort of in like a statuesque pose. And it is now your turn, Beth.
Fantastic. Would you say perhaps that the dragon is 30 feet from me?
I would say so, yeah.
Wonderful. All right. So as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Misty Step right up to where Mordred is. I want to be right next to him.
Okay.
Now let me cast
So
that
just so we're clear, this is a nameless rider as far as you're concerned. But
yes, of course. Of
so
course.
you're up there. Go ahead and move yourself up there.
Literally right next to him.
Yeah.
I want to teleport behind him and just say, I've learned 2 things today. Magic is bad and I might be evil. And then I want to try to stab him with my rapier.
Okay, roll an attack. Roll an attack.
All right, so that is a 26.
That hits. Deal some damage. No chance.
That's going to be 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay, so you stick this rapier to the side. You feel it sort of like as it hits the armor, it sort of like glances, but it does find purchase, and you watch like some blood trickle out of his side, and you hear him.
And I just want you to picture like mascara streaking down the face, just like smiling.
Excellent. Oh, just a
Really
terrifying sight.
horrifying.
Mascara flowing. I'm still imagining bits of like flickering flame behind your eyes, even with the running mascara. Some
Fully
smoke
lost.
sort of like trailing from those flickering flames. And with that, it is the unnamed mysterious Black Rider's
Mysterious.
the very mysterious.
Scary.
He's going to turn around, sort of still holding the bow in one hand, and he's going to attempt to grab you. So we are going to do opposed athletics checks. And I will tell you what you have to beat. You have to beat a 28.
Well, I didn't beat.
Okay. So he turns around, he goes, just silently grabs you sort of by the throat, picks you up as the dragon sort of leaps into the air. He like puts the bow down and pulls out this long sword, and from up close you realize that there's sort of like this, like these crackles of what looks to be like ice of some kind, but not a natural ice. It's cold from like internal magic, and he again holding you. It does not see that you now. I want it to be clear. It does not feel as though this is malicious. It feels perhaps in a more frightening way that this is simply the next best move. And he does a 21 hit you. Okay. So he's going to deal you just 7 damage.
Does he stab me?
He does.
Okay, I will. Even if this does me more damage, I want Beth to grab the hilt of the sword and bring it in closer so she can get closer to me.
Oh, let me also, so let me say, additionally to the 7, you take an additional 6. Now that does not deal with what you've just done, but because of what you've just done, you do take an additional 1 damage. I'm gonna roll. You pull yourself onto the sword, and it deals you. So that's 7 + 6 + 1 damage. And you pull yourself closer. You see his head sort of tilt to the side as you do so.
And Beth says nothing personal, right?
And he still holds you with the sword sticking into you, but says nothing to you in return. Instead, he sort of like starts to pull the sword back out. But that's the end of his turn. And up next, it's Gwen.
All right. I'm gonna do hold person on him.
Okay.
So he has to make a wisdom 19 save.
Okay. Sweet. So you see as he his body starts to go rigid, and you just feel like this pure raw strength muscle through, but it seems like this was not like that. It should have worked, and that he's it's cost him something to be able to continue moving through it.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna do a healing word on Morgana.
All right, sweet. How much did you get healed for?
22.
22 hit points. Get healed.
Thank God.
Interesting reaction. Okay, sweet. Is that your turn then, Gwen?
Yep.
Awesome. Next up, it is Morgana.
All right. I want to. I'm gonna cast Wind Wall. I want to throw up my hand and throw out this wall of wind to try to knock the mysterious rider off of the dragon.
Okay. What do they have to beat?
They have to beat a strength 16.
Strength 16. Okay. So you send this wall of wind, and you see he just sort of lowers his shoulder as he continues to hold Beth in one hand, just lowers his shoulder into it and takes it. Beth, I will ask, though, that you make that same saving throw.
Oh, shit. I just did a Beth.
Oops.
What am I saving? What am
You need you roll a strength saving throw.
You got it. I have none of that. Alrighty. I got a 15. That's not too bad.
You are thrown out of this rider's hand, and you will fall for 60 feet.
I had such a fun plan.
My bad.
Make sure I'm doing this right. 1d6 for every 10 feet, you fall 60 feet. So I'm going to let you roll. That is going to be 66 damage that you take as you fall to the earth.
Okay,
Unless you have a reaction of some kind that could stop a slow fall, or slow your fall, like feather fall or something of that nature that would allow you to land safely, or misty step, or something of that nature.
No, I'm dead.
No, I didn't mean this. Can I do plant growth at the same time and have the plants catch her?
Are those both spells?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, no, it's not a cantrip, it's a spell.
Okay, so unfortunately, no. But do you? Okay, so let me make sure, Beth, you don't have Misty Step, correct?
I have Misty Step as a bonus action, but I don't even think I have any more anyways. So I'm just. Yeah.
Okay. Did you roll the damage for yourself?
Well, I was on 10, so 66.
Oh,
that's over.
Right. So you fall, and as you fall, this wound in your side sort of pulses a little bit, and you sort of fall in slow motion, it feels like, and you hit the ground with just like a sickening thud, and everything goes completely black. And it is, I believe it's still your turn, Morgana.
Yeah, I can't even. I'm sorry. Morgana literally just goes, fuck.
So you are now, let me grab you. You fell, I'm going to say somewhere around here.
Beth smiled on the way down.
What do we say to the
Still
guy?
mascara.
Not today.
Not today.
What do we
Um,
say to the void?
Not today. All right.
Morgana just wants to go fuck. And be like, sorry, didn't mean that. Still learning this magic thing, and just launches another arrow at her brother.
Sweet. Roll to hit.
17 plus 10, 27.
That hits. Deal some damage.
Ooh. 10.
10 damage. All right. You watch as it sort of sinks into like right a space between the shoulder plates. Sick. All right. It is now. Now it is the dragon. The dragon is going to sort of circle around, and it's going to land over here by you, Morgana. And it's going to attempt to hit you with its tail as it sort of lands and flaps its tail out. Does a
436.
What's that face?
Nat 20?
Yeah, definitely a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Mhm.
That's what that is. We just got fucked.
All right. Well,
Well, we got one down, 2 to go.
coming to the void. I'll see you soon, boo.
The void cannot hold me. You're about to see some Azula level of firebender rage.
not
Yo,
bad. Really
you see
not
that
bad.
feminine rage thing with her?
Yeah. It's
Truly-
so good. It's
Truly
so
not
good.
that bad. So it's 21 damage from the tail. And then it's going to, as it slaps, it's going to turn around and it's going to attempt to bite.
Of course.
Another nat 20.
Yeah, yo.
And it's going to deal you another 4, 7, another 17.
And I'm dead. Coming for you, babe.
I'll see you soon.
Okay, so this dragon slaps you with its tail, and you're sort of like dazed for a minute. And as you sort of come to, the last thing that you see is like this open mouth. It's kind of beautiful. Like the colors are super nice.
It was a really pretty way to die.
And then the teeth hit, and it feels a lot worse. And
You went out like Barry. You went out like Barry.
Yeah,
That's exactly what
like an
happened.
absolute boss.
literally.
So, like an absolute boss. No better way to go out than going out like Barry. But sweet, that is the dragon's turn. The rider sort of looks around and he's like, "Stop this. Leave. Now. This is foolish.
You're only lying, bro.
You're foolish.
You're dead."
Yeah,
The dead bodies just be talking mad shit.
It whispers out of your.
Always.
I'll allow it to be whispered out of your dead body.
I talk the most when I'm dead.
Every time.
Again, I know. I've played with you. Sweet. Okay, so that is the dragon turn. It's back around the top of the order. So, Beth, I'm gonna say as you're down, you also hear like a voice sort of whispering around, and it's just this whisper. It's like, "What are you doing here? Are you lost?" And then, before you can even do it, because I know you're about to, but you can't yet.
You don't know what I was gonna say. You have no idea what I was gonna say.
Okay, actually, as that whisper happens, you feel a sharp pain, and you hear like another voice go, "Shit, that's not what I meant to do." But anyway, so that is you. I will. Did you want to say anything to this whisper?
Not all who wander are lost.
That is true.
I read that once in a good book. You should read it.
Tell me the name of the book, and then perhaps I will.
It's called The Fellowship of the Rings. It's by James R. R. Tolkien. It's a really good book. It's in a series. It's called Lord of the Rings. I really like that series. I don't tell many people this because they'll call me a nerd, and I'm already a theater nerd. I didn't want everyone to think that I was
Double
even
whammy.
further a nerd. So I don't talk about it a lot, but I really love those books. It's really good.
Will you tell me about this book?
Yeah, sure. No, so like,
Sweet. So at that moment, as you continue talking, it is now your turn. Beth, can you roll for me a death saving throw?
absolutely. Yeah, you know, it's first time sees.
But will you roll it with disadvantage?
Well, that's a natural one, so 2 failures.
Okay. As that happens, you sort of, and a part of you is sort of drawn in by this voice that you're speaking with, and it comes into more clear focus. It's a figure that sort of walks. There's a dark cloak. You can't really see their face as they walk beside you, and as you were sort of standing on this road, everything around you seems sort of gray, but there is a very distinct sort of path as you walk next to this character who says, where are your friends?
I believe they're still fighting a dragon. One of them might be here. But yeah.
Where do you think here is?
Probably like right before hell. I feel like that's where I'm going. I didn't do very well in life. That's probably well deserved. I feel like that's fair, you know.
Why would you say that?
Well, I didn't really think about others enough. I actually killed one of my friends. I brought him back to life, which is crazy. And then I never really told my father that I loved him and that I respected what he did. It's kind of mean, honestly, a lot of times. And I feel like that's not fair. I feel like maybe I was the bad guy, and I
Do you
guess
think
that's
perhaps you are being a bit hard on yourself, no?
no. This was my fault, and that's okay.
My friend, you are one person. How could this be your fault? You just live, and we just do the best that we can when we do. There is no fault. There is just living. Did you try?
Yeah.
Then you did good. That is more than most can say. Here, he offers you his cloak as you walk. I will walk with you. I have nowhere to be.
You want to hear more about the Lord of the Rings?
I was hoping you would say so.
Okay.
So he puts his cloak around you, and you guys are sort of walking together down this road as you tell him more about the Fellowship of the Ring.
Also,
next.
Beth shows her tattoo of the Fellowship walking down a
It is
road.
very good tattoo. It is a very good tattoo. I liked it.
I like
Liked
this one.
it. Where did you get this done? I might perhaps go get one of my own.
So it's a tattoo place called Planet 3. It's in Savannah, Georgia.
Letting it through. Okay, I like this. I like this.
Real
Go check this
sponsor.
out. Yeah. Go
Real
check it out. Sweet. So up next it is the unnamed writer who still is sitting on top of this dragon, staring down now at the unconscious Morgana. He looks up to you, Gwen, who's sort of eyeballing him, and he you can sort of sense a bit of confusion as he looks at you and he goes, why don't you leave?
I can't leave them here
Why not?
because they're my friends. You don't just leave people behind.
Interesting. He slowly gets down off of the dragon, and you see he pulls out this shield that's sort of again, it's just humming with this sort of energy. And he draws this long broadsword and he looks at you, standing. The only thing between you is Morgana's body. The dragon sort of you don't have to do this. You don't owe them anything.
How would you know that? You don't know anything about any of us.
She is the daughter of Morgan Le Fey, and that bloodline is cursed. It ends here. Don't stand in my way.
I get that there's a lot going on here with you and Morgan Le Fey and whatever else, but you don't know her at all. She wasn't raised here. She didn't grow up here. You know nothing about who she is as a person. For all you know, she has no similarities with Morgan Le Fey. You're assuming based on something you know nothing about.
Do you honestly believe that's true?
The first thing I did was shoot lightning at him.
He started it.
You honestly
he
think
did.
she has nothing in common with
Facts.
me? Can you look at me and tell me that with a straight face, that you honestly think that she shares none of those qualities? That
Yeah.
she is not selfish, that she is not violent, and that she will not kill everyone getting in her way? Do you really think that's true?
Yeah, I do.
So be it. And he's going to move to attack you.
He just steps over my dead body.
He does.
Yeah,
He's
so-
dead. quite literally steps over you as though you're
So
not.
Kara and Val are both dead. Noah is also dead.
Wait, Beth is
So-
dead? And
Oh,
I killed Beth on accident with a wind wall.
And I went into a rage. Full rage.
We're
Wait,
all
wait,
dead and I'm gonna go
who-
away.
Everybody's
What?
dead.
You are currently invisible, and there is a copy of you standing where you were standing before, and you are trying to help Beth up without casting any spells.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you cast spells, the invisibility goes away. However, on your medicine check, you rolled a natural 1. So that was not as helpful as maybe it could have been.
I don't have Revivify.
What's up?
I don't have Revivify.
Right, but even if you did, I think you were going to cast it because you wouldn't want to in that invisibility just yet, and I think you thought you were going to be able to pick him up with a medicine check, and then you accidentally stabbed him with a scalpel.
Also, in my
But you
sleep-
also summoned a spiritual version of Robert Frost, which
Which
punched
was
a
super
dragon.
cool.
You uppercut a dragon with Robert Frost's ghostly form, which was pretty sick.
Also, you hear Beth talking about Lord of the Rings in her
Right, sort of muttering
sleep.
about Lord of the Rings to
Wait, you're not dead then. You guys aren't actually dead.
not dead.
They're
They're both
making
down.
death saves.
I lost 2 death saves in one go, so that's pretty
Okay,
good.
hold on. I need to get my.
Okay. All right. So first of all, Gwenna, you take that's 12 damage as this broadsword just snakes across your chest, and you feel like this ice stick on the edges of that wound as this blinding pain happens. Then that will also. Okay, so then you take. So 13. So then you take another 13 damage as his sword cuts back across you, and then he sort of hesitates for just a minute, and then brings his sword up again, and no way.
That's your plan?
That's outrageous.
He does not. He does not. What happened to talking with him?
He just immediately said, "Fuck you."
That is
It was
absolutely.
right.
No,
All right.
actually, let me break this down. The only person who said anything was Morgana, who was not entirely helpful, but not entirely hurtful. Everyone else was dead silent the whole
That's true.
talking phase until combat started. So don't let him say that this just erupted in combat. There was
Yeah.
a conversation in which they were like,
Wait, no. Beth was
be
crying
fair,
the entire
What was I
time.
supposed to say?
right, correct.
Morgan was like, "Listen, you guys can all leave, but she's got to stay."
Okay,
And I'm like,
and I'm
"All
just
right,
like,
well."
Chris said
No,
nothing.
No, Chris did say some stuff. Chris said
Okay,
some stuff.
all right.
And a lot of bardic,
Tried.
lots of bardic inspiration and lots of conjuring. Almost tried to shut down the dragon at one point. It failed, but attempted it. Chris was doing some stuff.
He was doing his best, yeah.
Yeah,
So
Christmas.
I will say, my death is my own fault. I grabbed the sword and pulled it into
Okay,
me.
no,
so I
we're
could
gonna
be...
fix this. It's fine. It's fine. I'll fix it. Okay.
Okay. All right.
You'll be fine.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and roll that. Oh, let me make sure.
Do I have fucking revivify? Do you have it, Darcy?
Yeah.
Can we swap? Is there a way? Do you have enough spell slots where we can swap and I can take your spot and you can heal the others? Percent.
I'll come back. I'll be fine. Don't even worry.
So, the sword overhead comes straight down for another 15 damage.
Okay.
And that is the mysterious Dark Rider story. That should tell you something as well. That no name happened.
Nobody knows his name still.
Questions were asked.
Wait, no fucking name. No,
Nope.
oh, all right, you little shit. Okay, nope.
Didn't ask. Nobody cared. They were like,
Nobody asked.
"What's
To
up?"
be fair,
That's all right.
Dragon?
Now we're gonna ask. Now we're
Dragon?
gonna
came
ask.
in and was just
Cool
immediately
dragon.
like, I'm gonna kill Morgana. And we were like, what are we supposed to say to that?
It's okay. It's
They
okay.
didn't even say
It's
no.
all
They
right.
didn't even say don't do that. They just were like, "All right."
Look, all I'm saying is I had a really good reason to be quiet. I was trying to make sure Noah's character was alive, and then he died.
Oh,
Did
he's
disintegrate
dead,
again.
dead.
No, it's
He's
just
He's
gone.
dead, dead.
Gone.
No,
dead.
he's not.
100%.
Yeah.
He got
He's
disintegrated.
like ashes.
Okay, not you
Yeah,
guys.
it's
Christian,
ashes.
that's not fair.
Okay, to be fair, again, at no point did anyone try and do anything about it. So that's not entirely on me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He says no.
Like, there's nobody was really that concerned about it. You know what I mean? They're like, "Oh, did he die?"
I've
We're
been
like,
concerned
yeah,
about
That
it.
was
but
true. Beth was deeply upset.
I literally went into a rage. I think Beth has
was
lost
awesome.
her mind.
Oh, Beth
It's
is
gone.
full on insane.
Beth is going nuts. Beth is actually going crazy. Well, was going crazy.
Okay, now, but
But she might come back. And you're right there, and you can make medicine checks. You got stuff going on. Okay, we're
I
not.
can't do Revivify again, but I do have Spare the Dying, so at least like
Okay.
if we manage to switch places,
Yeah, I don't.
Don't
have
worry.
her
I'm gonna
Like,
try
keep her
something.
either.
I'm gonna try something.
Okay, well, that is the unnamed black armored rider's turn. It is now your turn, Gwen.
all right.
Spare the dying. Bring Morgana back first. I'll be fine. I got this. I'm not even
You have
worried.
two
Yeah,
fails.
I'm not even worried. I'm not even
Shut
worried.
up.
I got it. Look, I'm gonna
Fair to say
convince.
that every character that Val has played welcomes death a little bit too quickly.
Every time.
Yeah, that's not gonna fly.
They had a conversation with someone that they didn't know in this like place, and they were like, "I think this is for the best. I think I'm actually the villain."
I think I'm really a bad guy and I should go to hell.
Yeah, I'm talking to God, and I'm like, yeah, I think this is.
I think I was
this
the
is
villain.
probably the best. I think this was the right choice.
No.
And then I told him about Lord of the Rings, and that's been the highlight of this section for me.
That was great.
Honestly, actually, me going to heaven to talk to him. It's just like, yeah, you know, I read Fellowship, and it was.
Hey God, hey God, you read Lord of the Rings yet?
It changed my life. Gotta be
Let me
honest.
see if I can.
No, I haven't had time.
Well, hey, let me just give you a quick. We'll watch the movies together.
Been meaning to get around to. Yes, and I'll make some popcorn. You go ahead and put on Lord of the Rings.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and just do Spare the Dying on Morgana because her body's still right there.
Okay. So she is now stabilized, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So
What
Morgana,
does that mean?
That means you're at 0, so you don't have to make death saves anymore.
Right. You go down again, and you again hear this whisper in your head as this voice just goes, "There's no time for you yet. You're okay." And then you sort of like feel like you've been submerged in like a salt bath almost. You feel like, you know, almost like a sensory deprivation chamber. You don't feel that you're in danger, but you're also not conscious of the things that are happening around you, if that makes sense. But perfect. Is that your turn then, Gwen?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. It is your turn now, Morgana. Although you're stabilized but not up, so I don't think you can really do much.
I can't really do anything.
So we'll just that'll be your turn. And
You
we'll
can mutter things in your sleep.
Yeah. I'm just like inaudibly thinking like this fucking bullshit. This is fucking so bad.
So fucking stupid.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. The dragon is going to sort of like pick Morgana up with its mouth
What?
and fly her sort of like over here, just sort of drop
This is getting
off. And then it's going to sort of like fly back over here. But it does seem to be that was the majority of its action. It doesn't seem like there's anything that it can really do. But it does seem like it's sort of isolating Morgana from the rest of this fight. It is now your turn, Chris.
Okay, I am here, right?
That is your invisible form. Your actual form was next to Beth. But if you would like to be there, I can make that substitution as well.
So I'm now next to Beth. I'm sorry.
Correct. That there is like a double, like a hologram, basically version of you that's standing back there, and that your real form is next to Beth. But if you would like to be back there, you can be.
Question for the DM. Do you still have it within your lore that when a character dies, they go to the ethereal plane?
Yes.
Great. So I would like to cast Etherealness. I step into the border regions of the ethereal plane in the area where it overlaps with my current plane, and I would like to talk to Beth.
Sweet. So as you cast this, you step into the ethereal plane, and everything is just sort of like this dull shade of like purple, and you see this like road that's gray leading into the place where you're standing, and you hear a voice behind you say, "What are you doing here?"
Wait, where's Beth? First of all, who do I turn around? Who's this man?
You turn around. There's a cloaked figure whose face you cannot make out, who sort of looks at you and he goes, "You're waiting for someone, no?"
I'm not waiting. I'm getting someone. Where's Beth?
She's down that road. She's coming this way.
And he just doesn't even he's not even clocking this man. He's going to grab Beth. He's got to get her back.
As you charge down this road, you find a little ways down, pretty close, Beth walking with the same cloaked figure down the road.
And you just hear, and it's all about peace, and it's so beautiful. Like, it's about friendship, and I think it's great. I think it's wonderful.
You're right. I need to read this.
We can read it together. I feel like I'm gonna be here a while. We could have a book
Yes.
club.
No, you're fucking not.
What?
Beth, what the fuck are you doing? And he's gonna charge up. You don't know this man. Who the fuck is this?
You know what? I haven't asked, and I'm very sorry about that. I just assumed you were like Orc Jesus or something like that.
I'm not Orc Jesus, but I suppose Death would be the name most people know me by.
Well, Death, I like the cut of your jib. I think this is a fine place to say, Chris. I think you guys might be better off if I just stay here with Death. We're good old pals.
You feel a hand clamped
As
on
you
your
go,
fucking shoulder. If he can.
Death puts a hand on your shoulder, Chris, and looks at you and goes, "What would you say? Why is it that this person's journey must continue?"
Why do I have to explain myself to you? Come on, Beth, let's go.
Hey, you are not the writer of this story. You will have to do better than, because...
Oh, what is that? I have to do a riddle or something?
No, it's
Why?
not
Because she
not a riddle.
deserves to. She
Why did you
deserves
do
to.
Deserves to what?
She deserves to fucking live.
Why?
Because I said so. And he's gonna get
This is why I say you have to do better than because this is not a reason. You understand? These are...
Why do I have to reason with death?
Because...
You don't reason with us. You take whoever the fuck you want.
I don't...
So now it's my turn.
I don't take anyone. I walk with those who come. I have been kind to you, child, because that is who I am. But do not test me and pretend that we are on the same plane.
Well, technically.
Give me a reason better than I said so.
She wants to be a storyteller, right? Looks down at you.
Yeah, I like acting. It's a lot of fun.
Why, Beth? Why do you want to tell stories?
Because I'd never really liked who I was, and it was more fun to be someone else.
And I look directly at Death and I say, give her a chance.
You still have a story to tell, Beth.
Maybe.
No, maybe. And Chris is going to lean down and look at Beth right in the eyes, right through her blue contacts, to those beautiful brown eyes underneath. And we'll say, Beth, why do we create?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. Why?
That's
So
just
that-
beautiful.
Because it's beautiful. And so that one fucking person, it doesn't matter who reads it, who sees you, if it's just one person, if they don't feel fucking alone, that's enough, right?
Yeah.
Wanna know what else is fucking beautiful?
What?
You.
Oh.
Yeah, your contacts, no offense, they're kind of sliding all over your eyes.
They're kind of cheap, gotta be honest.
Beth.
Yep. At this moment, Death puts both hands on your shoulders, Chris, and sort of moves you, not in any sort of aggressive way,
Okay.
very gently moves you to the side. And he is, in a moment when he was challenged, he grew to be about 9 feet tall. And now he sort of shrunk back down, to Beth's height, that he has just shrunk.
Oh God, really short. God damn.
Right. Looks you directly in the eyes. But again, no face. Looks you and goes, perhaps you have more to tell. No?
Journey's not over.
Hey, Beth, how about you write a play about meeting death?
That'd be pretty cool.
It would.
Write me like the characters in The Lord of the Rings. You have to write me like that.
Yeah, you're like my Gandalf.
That sounds excellent. I would like that very much. But he puts a thumb on your forehead and he says, I hope I don't see you here too soon. But if I do, I would like to hear very much about your stories. And as he presses his thumb into your forehead, you feel everything go black, and you feel like that you have been isolated in a sensory deprivation chamber, but you are no longer standing on this weird road. You feel present in your own body again. And then Death turns to you, Chris, and goes, you are very brave, aren't you?
No, I'm very scared.
That is not the same thing.
I'm scared of losing people. That's not fucking brave.
Why not?
You tell me, Death, and he'll flash out.
They do this. They say they answer the question. They leave. They not answer the question. I have answer. I have lots of answers. I have lots to say. I wasn't experienced for a long time. I will see them soon, I'm imagining. Sweet. Okay, that is your turn then, Chris.
Yep, and invisibility is been dropped now.
Okay, sweet. So, Beth, it is now your turn, but you are incapacitated at the moment, which means that it is the mysterious Black Rider's turn.
We're gonna have a talk with Hot Topic Boy.
Continue swinging at you, Gwen.
Oh, he's here. He's by the dragon.
Yeah, he's like right in front of me.
Okay, cool.
Does an 18 hit you?
Yeah, that's my AC.
Okay.
Good. Bad.
Good, I wanted you to hit. This is what you fall in under my trap card.
You triggered my spell release.
You
My
activated
blue eyes
my
white
trap
dragon. Exodia.
Also, out of character, do we think Mordred's wise or not wise?
That is 12 damage in addition to that. So you took 14 and then 12 damage. As he cuts through you once, misses, and then kind of overhead cuts through you again and looks at you and goes, "Is this really what you wanted?"
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think he's pretty wise. I think he very wise.
I need a fail. I need a fail.
But that is the mysterious Black Rider's turn. It is now your turn, Gwen.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to do hold person on him again.
Okay.
We're gonna give it a shot. So
Have
he
you
has to
smacked
be-
him at all?
No, I haven't tried to hit him. Everybody else has hit him. But
I stabbed him in the back.
What do you need to?
I ripped out the arrows he shot at me and shot them back at me.
That's pretty fucking badass.
We've been
19
fucking
wisdom.
killing it. It was pretty awesome.
1 second, and I love it. What do I have to beat?
19 wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay, sweet.
Sorry, I'm just cheering everyone on.
That's great. Like, I really enjoyed going into a rage and not being a barbarian.
You cast this old person on him again, and you again watch as his body like freezes, burns through something deep that allows him to keep moving. But again, you can see that it costs him something very precious.
Would you say it's a legendary action?
I don't think I would. I don't think I would say anything at all. But if we want to talk legendary actions, we can.
No, don't do that.
We can absolutely talk legendary actions.
Let's go back to friendly death.
Is he a caster at all, guys?
So it is now.
I don't think so.
I don't know. He spoke.
Morgana.
something to the-
Morgana, it is now your turn.
I can't really do anything though, right? 'Cause I'm passed out.
Correct. That's true. Yeah. So you just sort of lay there, and it is now the dragon's turn. The dragon, having heard these two people sort of come back into existence, sort of looks over at you, Chris. Chris, you're taking into feel. This is not the first time you've seen it, but just so you're aware that this dragon, sort of like as the light hits it, continues to like change colors. The scales seem to be red and then blue and purple, and as it looks down at you with its eyes and you flip it off, it sort of like tilts its head.
Let's dance, pretty boy!
And
Or girl!
it like
Or they.
Or they!
This watchtower, it just crushes under one of its claws,
Great.
and as it does so, it swings a claw at you, Chris, and
I'm at 68 hit points!
that's gonna hit, and deal you.
Welcome to the jungle.
That's gonna be 19 damage.
Why don't I have any healing?
I looked for those very hard. I was like, I feel like they gotta be in here somewhere.
Someone's gotta have a healing word.
3 comprehend languages. What happened?
You really wanted to know. You could cast comprehend languages just to talk with this dragon if you want.
Hey, how you doing, dragon? Could you not?
And that's another 18 damage on the second attack as well. So it like crushes this watchtower and then goes, and you feel these claws just rip across, and this blinding pain takes over, and it stares down at you, this gargantuan creature, and it just goes. And you are facing off with the dragon, but that's the dragon's turn, and it is now your turn, Chris.
I'm really gonna do this? I'm really gonna do
I do love too that you were like, dragon, let's go. I have 68 hit points. Like the 2 moments of like realization.
That is a very R party. It's just like,
It
we
really
got
is.
this.
Let's go.
Let's dance,
Hang on.
people.
I don't have
Oh,
any
shit.
healing.
Um,
I've got healing word, but I can't
Now,
get to
I will
fuck
say
up.
you've got some other options, right?
hold on. I am going to cast Song of Breast.
Nice. What does that do?
Me or any friendly creatures who can hear my performance regain hit points at the end. Oh no, it's a short rest.
You know what? You know
it's
what?
okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're
You know, listen. Okay, listen. Now I'm gonna do this because I am who I am, and I think that in your moment in the ethereal plane, I will qualify that as a short rest.
I love you.
So I will allow you to cast this spell, and it will take effect at the end of your turn.
So we're death is a short rest.
Yeah, stop by and chat with Beth. You chat with
That
Beth.
is a gentle nap. So you'll get 1d12 of hit points. I believe that is okay. Can I still use an action, or would that be my action?
I'll say that that's your action. You can still use a bonus action though.
Gain hit points that are on the ground.
I'm going to
Dance.
dance. Oh, well, actually, I have to say what my Song of Rest is. My Song of Rest will be... This will be for Beth. I'll do Sonnet 130. My mistress' eyes are nothing like the sun.
Oh, this is so beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful poem.
You guys know that one?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then that's what I do.
That's beautiful.
The words resonate across the field, despite the chaos, through the flickering, crackling flames, through the snorts of the dragon and the clanging of armor. They echo very beautifully, and the ghostly Robert Frost sort of like nods.
Nods his approval.
And nods his approval indeed. And so, Morgana, you feel yourself awaken with what were the hit points that they gained?
They gain. Sorry, guys. I think I have to roll for it. 1 second. I've never played a level 20 fucking character.
I get it.
Yeah,
Bro.
it's a lot.
Nope. 1d12. We'll take what we can get, right?
Mhm.
So you guys get 1 second. Let me roll. I rolled a 12. You get 12.
Yeah.
12 hit points.
12 hit points.
Sweet.
Back.
You
That
are
might keep me up.
brought back, and I will say that Beth, as you were brought back, you feel somewhat inspired by the things that have happened, as do you, Chris. So you can mark down that you have inspiration for your actions. It seems as though death has smiled on you this day.
Oh,
Aww.
I
Love
can't
it.
wait
And-
to see him again.
That
I
is,
don't want to see him again.
Not anytime soon.
Not if I can help it.
Beth
That
became
is-
really good friends with Death.
That's,
Right.
yeah.
yeah, Morgana, you wake up in a very different place than where you fell asleep, which is somewhat disorienting, but not entirely out of character. So you are awakened, and it is now your turn, Beth, as you open your eyes on the battlefield, staring up at Chris, who is quoting a very beautiful poem. Just for
Right,
you.
yeah, the last two. So my favorite part is the last two lines with his, and yet by heaven, I think my love is rare as any sheep alive with false compare. So that's what he wakes up to. She wakes up to.
That's beautiful. Oh my god, I love that. That's fantastic. Yeah. No. Beth wakes up to that, turns
And a dragon. Also a dragon.
And a dragon.
Also-
Fucking-
A
Doesn't
very big,
care.
very colorful dragon.
Gives no shits about the dragon. Beth turns to Chris and is like, "That was really quite beautiful. You really have a talent." And then goes fully back into rage mode. And I want to cast a.
Please help us.
Please help. We're dying.
I
Okay.
need a hero.
So guys, I think what I'm gonna I have more healing, so I'm not gonna do this selfishly, but I think I'm gonna heal myself so I can continue to heal people as time goes on.
Go for it.
it.
Good idea.
All
Do
right,
it.
I already rolled, and I think I got it. Can you see it, Christian? I can go into the campaign and do it.
Don't know that I saw it, but
Let me see.
what did you roll?
I think it was like a 26.
26? Great.
Hey.
26 hit points. Give them
I'm
back.
Heck yeah.
Back in black, baby.
But yeah, says Chris did a wonderful job, and then turns around full rage, ready to like murder everyone.
Sweet. So that is your turn. Excellent. Up next, it is the mysterious Rider in Black.
He's within 60 feet, right?
Correct. Yes.
Oh, fuck with his head. Got it.
Okay, sweet. So he is going to continue attacking Gwen.
Cutting words.
Say something about Hot Topic. We
Cutting.
gotta keep on theme. Keep on theme.
I feel like it would hurt more if you knew what that meant, but
Blood is mine with images of Hot Topic.
That hits you? Okay. Did you say you used cutting words? What did you roll for that?
I'm gonna roll. It's a reaction. I'm gonna roll a d12 and subtract from what he.
Okay.
Well, that was fucking useless. 5.
I believe that succeeds. So you say something, and it sort of like swings off target as he sort of takes in what you said. It
Chris
doesn't.
goes, "Hey, Ken, cut the shit!" Because what does he look like? I mean, what does he fucking look like?
It just
we don't know.
black
He has a
armor.
helmet on.
Just black armor.
Take. Oh, never mind. Take off your helmet, you fucking coward!
Like looks in your direction, sort of. You can't. No face, just a visor, but you can still tell there's confusion.
Boo!
We're the worst, and I love it.
Oh, good.
Listen, if we could talk, maybe we'll be friends. But right now, he's gotta calm the fuck down.
So the next 2 of his attacks miss as he seems to be sort of disoriented by whatever it was that you said.
I said, take it off. Come on, take it off, buddy. Oh, that sounds really sexual. I just.
It really does. Take it off.
Wildly confused. But it is now your turn, Gwen.
So yells, "Take off your pants."
No, we will not harass him.
It's so funny.
He just needs a friend.
We need more bards in every bar.
I'm saying.
I know, but he's got to cut the shit first. He's got to stop his temper tantrum.
That's kind of what I've been saying.
I mean, he killed one of us completely.
Yeah, we got to smack him. No, he needs to get a little and then calm down.
Again, to be fair, the conversation that happened previously that maybe could have did not go well. Did not go well. There was no attempt at that at all. There was just a, we're here. I'll kill you if I have to. I'll shoot you right now. All right, who cast fireball? It was me. I'll do it again. I'll do it right now.
I'll do it every day.
I live for casting fireball, brother. I live for death. I'm
I
a
literally
murderer.
said nothing and just like put shields on Kara. That was all I did.
Also,
Like, that was it too. It was made very clear that they expected combat. He was like, "You guys get out of here," and they were like, "Shield."
We were like, no.
Okay, all right.
So I can touch him, right? Like he is just like right in front of me.
Yes, correct.
Okay, I'm gonna do inflict wounds.
Okay.
So
Is that a spell that requires a save or no?
no, it's a touch attack.
Okay. Do you have to roll an attack?
Yeah.
You will roll that with disadvantage.
18.
That does not hit.
Woo!
So you go to cast this spell, and he holds up that shield that was sort of glowing with that weird energy. And as you're casting it, it like hits the shield, and you see the like spell sort of like come off of the shield and like dissipate in the air in front of you. Sweet. Is there anything else that you'd like to do with your turn?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, sweet. So you reach forward, you lick these wounds, but it flickers off of the shield. And then it is Morgana's turn.
Morgana.
All right, so Morgana
Morgana.
like kind of like slowly gets herself up after being dead. She's like, all right, let's try this again, and starts like running towards, I guess, the melee going on in front of her. And as she's running towards everybody, she wants to call lightning again and direct that at Morgan.
Okay, let's see. You can run up to here. So we'll say you sprint up to this tree, I believe, unless your movement is higher than I think that it is. No, it's not. It's 30. So you sprint up there. You call lightning down. Sweet. And that is spell save, correct?
Yes, Dex 16.
Dex
Ah,
16.
fucker's probably got a high dex too.
Probably.
I've hit him a couple
charisma
times
would be
with
low,
it.
right?
He's like 100% a fighter. He's definitely got.
Okay, so you call down lightning. He seems like he's ready for it now, though. You see him like watch it come down. He steps out and like slams into the ground. But he will take, I
Still
believe,
takes half.
half damage, correct?
Yeah. So he'll take half of 33. So 16.5.
I believe so, yeah. Let's see, takes 16 damage, yeah. So that he steps out of the way, and you see like the lightning in the ground, like charge his armor. So you see that smoke again, sort of like billow off of his armor, and he just sort of like cracks his neck and continues on. Would you like to do something else with your turn?
I would be able to do a cantrip, right?
Yeah, I'll say so.
Then I want to pop out my hand and do poison spray at him.
Now you are currently. What's the range on that?
I would say, hang on, I might not be close enough. Never mind. It's 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay,
I'm too
sweet.
far.
You can't hit. So you can't hit him, either of them with the poison spray.
So that's the end of me for now.
Okay, sweet. So that is your turn. Next up is the dragon. So
Dragon.
the dragon looks down at these two bards, sort of like goes back and forth between them. Are either of you doing anything particularly?
Yeah, Beth is like straight up like fire emanating off of her, standing at this dragon like.
If that's what Beth's doing, Chris is like giving a very extreme side eye.
So reading the social cue, the dragon looks, follows, sees Beth, and is going to attempt.
Oh, thanks, dragon.
Yeah, bring it on, you big.
Dragon could have been a dick and been like, the tall one. I'll go for that one.
Beth is like, bring it on,
The
you.
dragon
big
does not
fuck.
judge. You know what? Looks are not what this dragon judges by.
Listen, I knew when you described the scales as iridescent that we're gonna be besties. We just gotta calm Mordred down. We'll be fine.
Okay, so can you make for me a dexterity saving throw, Beth?
Absolutely. Anytime you want.
Do we think Mordred's charisma is low?
Well, that
Yeah, roll high
right there
stats.
was a natural 20, my friend.
Hey, excellent.
All right.
Let's go.
So
Okay.
like,
So you take 9 poison damage
that's fine.
or acid damage. Sorry, as like this.
Oh, just 9?
It was like an orange color shoots straight out of its mouth. He sort of breathes out this orange color. But yeah, you take 9 acid damage, and I believe that's its turn. So it is now your turn, Chris.
I'm a see what's going on. I'm a see that. I'm gonna go free move. And he's gonna charge, sprint over to where Mordred is, and he's gonna, cast calm emotions.
Okay. What needs to happen there?
Each humanoid. Oh, sorry. Well, actually, Gwen's probably calm.
Yeah.
Each humanoid within a 20-foot sphere makes a charisma saving throw. You can choose to fail if you succeed. I can suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed. Blah 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 blah. I can make a target indifferent about creatures of my choice that is hostile. So it's charisma save of 19.
19.
Mm-hmm. Gotta be 19.
Okay. Sweet. So you watch as you sort of charge up. What does calm emotions look like for you?
Therapy.
You just say the word therapy?
It looks like anger management training, right? So you see Chris is gonna sprint up and he's gonna say, listen, man, okay, so anger expressed in a healthy and positive way means that we channel emotional anger towards resolution, not attack. We can work together. Just please give us a second, all right?
I think you misunderstand. I'm not angry.
Well, then couldn't you just stop swinging at Bree and just put the sword down?
No, I don't think I can.
I think you can. I think you have more power than you can even imagine if you put that sword down. It's actually stronger for you to put that sword down and keep swinging it.
I'm sorry. Again, I think you misunderstand. I know that I could put the sword down. My objective dictates that I don't. You understand?
No, I don't, because I don't know what your objective is, but I'd really appreciate it if you could just talk with us for a bit so we could figure something out.
I'm here for Morgana.
Why? Because she's what?
Cursed.
Okay, so
Morgana
that
just wants to
feels-
yell, rude!
He's gonna go, that's a little sexist, not gonna lie. So let's break that down, okay?
It's not because she's a woman. What are you? What? Why would you assume it was because she was a woman? Are you sexist?
No, I'm saying you just called her fucking cursed. She's just a fucking person. All
No,
right.
it's the bloodline. The bloodline is cursed. Why would that mean?
What
she's a
bloodline?
woman.
What bloodline?
Morgan Le Fey's bloodline.
How do you okay, listen, family trauma runs deep, right? But if you break the cycle, you can start anew. And you can choose to raise your family how you want. But you gotta break that cycle. So she's trying to break that cycle.
Okay, I'm not raising a family.
No, but I'm saying she's not toxic, like, right? Like she's trying to start anew.
Definitely is toxic.
She makes things grow. Did you see? She makes things
She
grow.
shoots lightning out of her hands.
Well, I mean, you're swinging at, and he looks at poor Gwen, who like probably looks like shit. You're fucking swinging on her, man.
I definitely said they could leave.
Okay, so let's, yet again, I really think there's been a big misunderstanding, and if we could just talk about this and use our words, we could really figure something out together and potentially come to an understanding in which you leave content and we leave content and not dead.
Let me
This
make
is
this
our world.
super simple for you.
Okay, all
Anna
right.
dies, and then I'm content. You see, it feels like you're talking to me like I don't understand how the world works.
I mean, it
You
kind of
lost
feels
me.
like you don't, honestly.
I do know how the
because-
world works.
No,
You
you're
haven't-
a little immature. You're a little
You're a
immature.
child.
I'm gonna be
You're a
fucking
child.
You're immature. You're a fucking child. You're swinging a fucking sword, and he's getting up in his face.
Cool. All right, cool. So that
Love
is,
it.
that is your turn, and then it is your turn, Beth.
You're a child. No, you're a child.
I love
The best
love-
screaming match.
when you started talking about anger management training. I just thought about it like being you in focus, and then it unfocuses on you and shows the background, and there's just Beth like seething with anger.
Well, yeah, 1v1ing a dragon.
I fucking love
It's
this game.
poetic.
All right, so what I got a fun one for you here, Christian. Don't you even worry. So I want to cast Summon Fey, and that's a really fun spell. It lets me summon a Fey spirit. It occupates in unoccupied space, and it's just a real cool dude. He's and he can fight for me. And
Who is
that's
it?
fun.
Is it Puck?
No. This is. Can it be a phoenix? I'm trying to stay on brand here. And
Sweet.
then
Yeah, I'll say that can absolutely take the form of a phoenix if you'd like.
sounds sick. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and then bonus action for me, I'm gonna cast Healing Word first level on, because I can only do first level as a bonus action on Chris.
Thanks, Puck. That's just going, you're a fucking child.
You got you got 6 hit points back.
I'll take whatever I can get.
And yeah, again, just full rage, like summoning a phoenix out of the ground. Like,
Sweet. Well, go ahead and take the phoenix's turn then.
fuck yeah. All right, Phoenix.
This is gonna go well.
This is gonna go so well. Who didn't need to give the theater kid a phoenix? I think that was the greatest choice.
It's definitely the move.
Okay. I'm gonna do multi-attack.
Okay. You're rolling a d20, adding 4, and then if you hit, it's 1d6 plus 9 because it's plus 3 plus the spell's level, which was 6.
Okay, so that is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 against the dragon?
Yeah.
Does not hit.
Okay, so I get a multi-attack now. Let's keep going. All right, that one is a 22.
That hits.
Yes. Okay, so 1d6 plus 9.
One
All right,
only is from
15 damage.
Sweet.
And then I'm gonna go for the last hit. Let's hope for the best.
2 can be.
Oh yeah, that's 25.
That hits. Deal some damage.
Fuck
This
yeah.
Phoenix showed up and showed out, baby.
All right, let's fucking do this shit. Okay.
I've also never seen like such a power bard.
Yeah.
Lazy. This bard goes nuts.
All right, so that's gonna be 12.
12 damage?
Yeah.
So,
Just like I picture now that like the mascara streaks have burned off because of the fire.
Are your contacts gone too?
Yeah, they've burned off. Like I actually, yeah, no. As a character moment, I want the fire to have like burned the dye out of the hair too.
Yes.
Just brown hair.
And
I love that so much.
Brunette power!
absolute powerhouse at your truest form.
Incredible.
As this phoenix just like latches onto the chest of this dragon and starts biting it, the dragon just goes. And
Beth growls back.
it is going to. The dragon is going to.
It's gonna become best friends with me now.
So it sort of like jumps off the ground and sort of beats its wings a couple of times. And I'm gonna need both you and your phoenix to make a saving throw, a dexterity saving throw.
Hi, Noah. The dragon is giving me major Saphira vibes from Aragorn. I hope she talks. Or
Okay,
keeps.
so the one for me is an 18,
Okay.
and the one for the Phoenix is a 16.
Okay.
Yep.
So you
Can I-
each take 15 damage as winds buffet against you.
Could I have used my
Dragon.
inspiration against that?
You can if you'd like.
Okay. Well, that's 1d4.
Do you want to? Okay. Do you? No. So your inspiration would just be you can re-roll the d20. Do you want me to tell you what you'd have to beat before you roll that?
Yes.
You have to beat a 25.
Ooh,
What's that?
I have to get a nat 20. I guess I'll use my inspiration. Or do I have to use it now that I know?
No, not at all. You can use it whenever you'd like for any saving throws, attack rolls, or anything of that nature. Anytime you roll a d20, you can replace it with an inspiration roll.
Sick. Okay, so we all take 15. Got it.
Yes, you both take 15 damage. Correct. And that is your turn. And now it is the unnamed black armored rider who is staring down Chris, and he is going to attempt a grapple check.
Darcy and I went.
You're trying to beat a 22.
Oh wait, I can use acrobatics, right?
You can. Yes.
I literally rolled a 21.
So close. You almost squirm your way out of it. But he sort of
How
manages to
tall
get.
is he?
He's 6 feet. 6 feet tall.
Oh shit, I'm taller than him.
So he's sort of like a little bit reaching up, but he grabs with the hand that's wearing the shield. He sort of grabs you by the throat, and he's going to attempt to stab you with his sword.
Really fucking unnecessary and immature.
Does a 15 hit you?
No.
Okay.
I was just getting choked.
Does a 25 hit you?
Yes, that one hits.
Okay. Sweet. You're going to take 13 damage. Take 13 damage.
If he's very close, can I see into his visor?
At the moment, you cannot. No. Actually, I guess you're close enough. You might be able to see like a hint of like a glint of what looks like eyes. It looks like there's a little bit of red.
That's all I need.
Sweet. Excellent. That is the unnamed black armored rider's turn. In that moment, a small sort of, well, I suppose, creature wanders out onto the battlefield, sort of taking everything in. You see a small little gnome sort of wandering out, looking around, and yeah, absolutely Noah's turn.
Take it back. What's up, everybody?
We're all sitting here.
Hello! Can somebody give me a hug, please? I miss my family. I'm an orphan. I'm just a gnome. My name's Bart. What's your name?
So this gnome is
I
sort
can't read a room for shit.
of wandered out here over next to you. Beth, this little gnome coming out.
I hug Beth's leg.
Oh god. No, I don't want it.
Beth does not let this happen and is in full rage, does not even look at it. It just moves away.
So the dragon sort of flicks out its tail and just sort of like splatters this gnome against the ground.
Oh no!
And kills it instantly. So
Wait, you guys did not just do a fucking bit. What?
anyway, that is the end of the gnome who has showed up for just a moment, attempting for the first time to see the world as it truly is.
That was beautiful.
You two are sick little bastards.
Immediately killed for it. Died instantly.
Hooray.
Beth, you're relieved of
Beautiful.
all of that weirdness. It's as though it never even happened, but it did. It did.
If I
But it
ever
did
see Noah
definitely
in person,
Definitely.
I'm putting him in a fucking headlock.
Gwen, it is now your turn.
His turn.
Who?
Gwen, it is now your
My
turn.
turn. How far away is Kara from me?
I believe about 35 feet.
Kara's states away.
35 feet.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Dead ass. On the other side of the country.
I love it. It's 35 feet. It's one movement action, pretty much.
God damn it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and do mass cure wounds.
Okay.
So that'll hit everybody.
Sweet.
So,
How much?
27. So everybody gets 27.
Oh, hey.
27
yo,
hit points.
Let's go.
Does that count for my fey creature?
Yeah, it's everybody within 60 feet. So
Even
And you-
Mordred?
no,
Or
not him.
unnamed man?
He's considered
Not
like
that
a
bitch.
enemy thing or whatever.
An enemy.
And you said 27?
Yeah,
Sick.
No, they can't get more than their hit point max. Also,
right.
That's okay. We're just back. That fake creature's back, baby.
that's it. That's it.
It wasn't gone to begin with, but we're back.
Sweet. So that is your turn, Gwen.
Yep, that's it.
Your turn, Morgana.
All right, so Morgana is gonna keep running towards the melee, and as she's running this time, she's gonna pop out her hand and cast Blight
Okay.
to Mordred, and he's gotta beat a Constitution saving throw.
I'm there. Is it a range?
I think no, it's just one person.
Okay.
Like it's not. Yeah,
Yeah.
that fucked me up. That's how I got fucking Val last time. I'm like, shit, I forgot you were on top of his sword right now.
It's okay. We've all done that now.
What is?
Well
you
done.
We've
need-
all fireballed an ally once or twice in our life.
Uh,
What
16
16.
Constitution save.
Yeah.
I also did claim to be your arch nemesis at the beginning.
What happens if he?
No, you did.
What happens if,
If he what?
succeeds?
Then he gets half the damage of my 88.
Okay. Sweet. We'll go ahead and roll damage.
That's gonna be 47. So half of 47 would be 23 and a half.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Damage.
Yeah, Val, you did claim to be my nemesis as soon as we started today.
Worth it.
Mordred.
To be fair, I did push you. My whirlwind did get you off of his sword.
Yeah, I think I probably would have died either way.
So what
I
does blight look like for you?
So when she shoots that blight, I want it to be like this black, purple, just cloud of like noxious poison that goes right at him, and I want it to kind of like just surround his face, so he really can't see anything going on around him while he's attacked.
So what happens is like this poison just sort of like infiltrates through the visor, and you just see like this sort of like poisonous gas emanating from some of the cracks in the plate mail, and you just see he sort of like stumbles back and just and he seems like he is definitely staggered by this. But is that your turn, or would you like to do something
Yep.
in addition?
That is the end of my turn for now.
Okay, so as you run over to join Gwen and Chris, who are locked in with Mordred, you cast this spell, and the Beth, you watch as the dragon, who is laser focused on you and your Fae, sort of like jerks and turns around and sees what's happening, and it whips its tail out towards you, Morgana.
Ah, fuck.
I thought you were gonna say it runs, and I was like, an opportunity attack.
It's like I'm raging.
I would love to hit them.
You take 23 damage as this tail just slams into your chest.
Everything I just gave you back.
Yeah.
This dragon, like, sort of seeing what you've done, seems to like refocus on you as the major threat. And that is your turn. And it is now the dragon's turn. The dragon.
What's the dragon's turn?
The dragon stares down at you, and it's going to contemplate you for a second, and realizing that there is a threat behind it that it needs to take care of first, it sort of like turns back towards this fey creature.
Yeah, I was about to say, I will show it that I am the true threat. That needs to worry about.
So your fey creature takes 29 damage first, and then 15 damage, and then takes I believe that hits. 4, and then another 14 damage. What's up? Okay, sweet. So it takes this chomp, takes these 2 claw attacks, and that is the dragon's turn. Chris, it is now your turn.
Okay, so I've got one hand on my throat, getting choked.
Correct.
I see this character in front of me stumble, and even though I'm getting choked, I'm gonna reach out my hand to help steady him. And
Okay.
I'm going to give the humanoid bardic inspiration, and he's gonna look through his visor at the humanoid's eyes and say, "You're pulling your punches, dude. Please, just give us a fucking chance." And I would like for my action to roll a persuasion check.
Okay. So, yeah, roll a persuasion check.
Just so you know, I get plus 17.
Okay.
That's 32.
To 32. Okay. As he stumbles back, and you make this persuasion check, his grip sort of loosens for a moment. And he sort of like lets you go and pushes you off. As he stares back, you can still see some of like this green smoke coming out of his visor. And he looks at you, and you hear his voice has gotten a lot raspier, and he goes, "You can go, but I am not done here."
If we fucking talk about it, we can help you. But this is not gonna work. Plan B, buddy. Come on!
You don't get it. There was no plan B. This is it. He sort of like re-steadies himself, but you can tell that his focus has shifted. It does seem very clear that he is hesitant to attack you.
I'm going to use my movement to just stand up and get close to him and, just look down at him because he's like here. Yeah. And say, "Come on, man. I can tell you don't want to fucking do this."
Not to you. Never did. Sweet. And that is your turn.
Yep. And he has inspiration.
Sweet. Mordred has bardic inspiration. That will go very well, I bet. Beth, your turn.
Yeah.
But first, also, I should say that the dragon going to.
How many turns does this dragon get? It's 85 turns.
Going to deals another 16 damage to the fey creature.
How many bonus actions does he have? Like 85?
No bonus actions.
Did you say 85?
What's going on here?
No bonus actions at all, actually.
Then why does the dragon get 85 turns?
Reaction?
I hate it.
Legendary or reaction, maybe?
Honestly, it's crazy.
I just lost my
It just
cool
happens.
phoenix, and I think that's pretty rude.
That is true. It is 100%.
It is rude.
But you can see that this dragon has gone from like sort of a defensive to sort of aggressive as Mordred continues to take damage.
It's okay. I don't care. He sucks.
Ooh.
Does he have? Does he? How does he look? How does that dragon look?
Great.
Dragon, a girl dragon, or a boy dragon?
Dragon
or a
looks
boy
awesome.
dragon?
The dragon is super cool looking.
How is the dragon's eyeshadow? I'm just. But
So good.
all right. Alrighty.
So good.
Sounds fun. Well, then I got quite the conundrum for this dragon.
Give me the
Beth losing her fun little firebird, is gonna look at the dragon and is just gonna start singing Heart of Stone from the musical Six. And,
No!
and I'm gonna cast Shatter on the dragon.
No!
Excellent. Cast
So
shadow.
good.
Is there a save for that? Or
Yeah,
is it
it's the-
happen?
Yeah, Constitution 18. Let's see what you
Constitution
got.
18. All right, let's see what happens.
I love it and I hate it.
So
I love
good.
that song.
What
So
happens
good.
if the dragon fails?
It gets 28 damage. I mean 25 damage, sorry.
25 damage.
Wait, was it 28 or 25? That was 25. Just check. Man, I was so excited. I can't wait to use that summon Fey again. It's such a
What
cool
does
spell.
shatter look like for you?
So I literally assumed that like singing the song, it's like it's so good that it truly does like break your heart. And it's like it's just because it's a really sad
Oh.
song. If you've
You-
ever heard it, it's
You sing this song and then you watch the dragon who's sort of staring at you. A small tear comes out of
Their
its
heart
rolls,
shatters.
rolls
So
down
good.
its snout. But then it's sort of like, but you can tell that at a moment. that there was a moment. And it's
Even
got-
the dragon needs to talk about their feelings. We got some talking to do.
It is now Mordred's turn, or I should say, the mysterious rider in black armor.
I
you
I
still
have
Oh,
one
do you have
question
bonus?
though.
Oh, sorry.
Uh,
What's up?
Yeah, I do have a bonus action, but also is Mysterious Black Rider within 10 feet of the dragon?
I would say so. Yes.
Then he also has to make the Constitution save.
Okay.
Wait, I am also though.
My heart of
Wait,
What
wait. Do I also have to make a con save?
Wait, I was saying we're all right there.
No.
Is it just friendly or unfriendly creatures, or is it everybody? I'm reading the fine print. Does this kill my friends? Maybe.
Not
It
could.
again.
might a little.
Okay, then I want to cast it in a way that it only hits the dragon then. Just like 10 feet over here.
Okay, sweet. So you cast it. It only affects the dragon then.
Yeah, because like if I did it close, then it's gonna hit these guys. So just 10 feet
He's
over
a
here.
danger close, and then
Let's-
on everybody.
Be careful.
Wait a minute. What did you say? And then your heart just shatters as you hear the song.
The rest of you are just sad from the song. It's fine.
Yeah,
But
right.
also,
Definitely.
bonus actions, because those are fun.
Do it.
Bonus action, I'm going to cast a Bardic Inspiration. I'm going to look at Gwen and be like, hey, you've been keeping us alive. And we see that.
Bardic inspiration.
Gwen's just like,
It's like
Bleeding
great.
I
everywhere.
don't know how to handle praise. Thanks.
Excellente. All right, sweet. So, it is now the mysterious rider in black's turn. Looks at you, Chris. It's sort of like
I'm like right here.
right. It's sort of like very intentionally turns back towards you, Gwen, and swings
At Gwen?
at Gwen. Correct.
No, cutting words. No.
Sweet. Roll cutting words.
He's gonna say, no, come on. Try to get his attention back. -11.
Minus 11. Sweet. I believe that succeeds. Yeah, that does. Okay, so he's gonna swing again. That hits
What kind of bard am I? I don't even have cutting words.
Honestly, I think something's wrong with my sheet given the fact that I have comprehend languages 3 times.
I
So
love
that's gonna
that.
be, Gwen, that's gonna be 17 damage first. Yes. He is going to suddenly vanish and then reappear on top of his dragon, sort of bleeding.
Oh, he's
He
leaving.
looks down and he goes, no, bleeding. He looks down and he goes, it didn't have to be this way.
No shit!
Sure it did, buddy. Let's go.
No, Beth, stop!
All right, sweet.
We'll make it worse.
I got a fireball with your name on it, you fuck.
He's going to,
No!
right. So he sort of like rips off his helmet and sort of like throws it off to the side. And I believe that is his entire turn.
And what does he look like?
Okay,
No,
but no,
it's
that is
not.
that is what he looks like. But you can see very definitively from even from the top of the dragon that his eyes glow with a very distinct red. But that is his turn, and it is now yours, Gwen.
All right, I'm gonna do channel divinity with preserve life.
Okay.
So that means I get to take 100 hit points and divide it between the 3 of you. So,
Oh.
however,
Anything.
I
Are we
can
going
do
like
the least
33
amount, I'm
across
fine.
the board?
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Just go 33 across.
You could give like more to Morgana.
Yeah, I'm at half, so I'm fine.
I'm at 16.
So give
So
her.
we'll do,
give her
like-
mine.
I'm also raging, so I'm taking
That's not no.
That's not how that works.
Correct. That is not how that works.
That's exactly how that works.
Okay, so why don't we do 60 to Morgana and then you each take 20.
that. Sounds good.
That works.
Cool. Thank you much.
Sweet. Whose turn is it now? It could only be Morgana.
So Jerkoff is back on his dragon, right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
And there's none of my homies are in the way for when I want to cast this wall of wind again,
Okay.
right?
It
Well,
depends.
I'm looking at the map
That's
right now, and if you're
I
the
got-
green one, I'm the purple one.
Where the
You're
fuck
just
is
casting
my
wall of
wall?
wind in the direction of the dragon. How wide is the wall of wind?
I'm looking for the thing. I don't know why I can't find it all of a sudden. Oh, wind wall.
If you need to, give me
Um,
that's fine.
That's how I do.
No, I'm trying to. I should be able to. Yeah, I tried to knock him off the dragon before and forgot that he literally had her on his sword,
It was great.
Like-
I loved it.
like a shish
Ouch.
kebab. Yeah.
Yikes.
I also took extra damage by pulling myself closer.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
So we need to talk with this team after.
Correct. Yes.
Wall strong ring rises
Talk
up from the
about-
ground. A point you choose within range. You can make the wall. See, I can make the wall as big as I want. So I only wanted to hit him
Okay,
off
cool.
of that dragon.
Okay, sweet. So what does he need to be? Strength 16?
Yes. Strength 16.
All right, sweet. He lowers his shoulder into this wind and sort of takes it, but it does whip his hair around, and it looks kind of cool. But that is it.
Do you have elf
He's gonna
ears?
take half.
Does he? Yeah, that is true. Would you like to do a perception check for that, or are you just asking that?
Oh, I'm just asking, does he have elf ears?
I would say if you want to do a perception check for that, you can. What
I
else?
don't want to go. I don't want to go on. I don't want to go on Kara's turn. So I'll wait.
What else do you want to do, Kara?
So he takes 5 damage from that if he
Okay.
he gets half of that.
Sweet.
And then I am done for it.
Okay. Sweet. Sweet. So it is now the dragon's turn. The dragon is going to sort of take off and sort of flies up over here.
The little token just.
So, I don't believe this will. Well, let me see. Actually,
Count as an opportunity attack.
Yeah, should I?
Yeah, you
I
can
can-
take an opportunity attack if you want.
Hells
But
yeah.
you can only take it on the dragon because you can't reach the rider.
With an opportunity attack, can I hit with the fireball?
No, you can't use a spell in an opportunity attack.
All right, that's so cool. I'll hit with the rapier. That'll be great.
Do it.
So I can technically only hit the dragon, but if I use a sphere of 15 feet, can I cast Zone of Truth on the dragon, which will get the rider?
Are you for an opportunity attack?
Yeah.
You can't cast a spell.
Damn it. Never mind.
I only got a 14, so I don't think I did.
But that does not hit. But everybody. So I guess that's Morgana, and that's Gwen, and that is Chris. We'll need to make, for me, a bit of a dexterity save.
17?
18.
Okay.
17 plus 4, 21.
What'd you get?
21, 17 plus 4, 21.
21. Okay. So, other than Morgana, who is able to dodge out of the way, the other two of you are going to take, as a rainbow of color explodes from this dragon's mouth.
Rainbow dragon?
And washes up. Yeah, you watch this, like, these incredible prismatic colors just charge up in his mouth, and then a wash of a rainbow just
So
slams.
pretty.
Ally dragon!
It is gorgeous to look at. You will then,
Ally!
you will take,
See, how can you be evil if you're riding on a fucking rainbow dragon? I mean, come on.
you will take 85 damage.
You bitch, I'm down!
Oh, fuck.
You don't take that, Morgana, as you dodge out of the way.
Oh.
You're the only one that dodged out of the way. As this wash of, like, wild rainbow colors covers the battlefield. Gwenna, you stand still, but you blink, and different wild rainbow colors cross your vision, and you feel rooted into one place as your body sort of goes into shock. And Chris, as you slam into the ground after this insanely psychedelic moment, you see a familiar face. He looks at you and he goes,
What?
I did not expect to see you back so soon.
Someone please wake me up!
Hey, Kristen, is it my turn next?
It will be your turn after Chris's turn. Chris, do you want to make your saving throw, but your death saving throw before we get off?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna heal you, so you'll be fine either way.
It's just how long reps talk with death is the question.
That's a good question.
That's
Death is pretty great. Just coming from experience, I love
No,
death.
Chris has got issues with death. That's a save 13.
Okay. So as you sit with Death, he goes, I don't think that you will be here for very long, but we can talk.
No offense, you fucking took my sister from me. Not really interested.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I don't get it. I'm allowed to be angry and ignorant, okay?
That's
That's
so
true.
beautiful.
You can be.
Yeah, I
Would
can.
you like for me to leave?
I would.
Okay.
Okay.
He walks away, and so you sit alone on this gray road as this figure sort of dissipates.
Then you see, like, as soon as he leaves, Chris's eyes well up with tears, and he's like, why do I always push everyone away?
Oh no!
And you sit alone in the gray road, and you recognize the place to which it leads because you have been there before. And on that note, we shall call it for the night as the mysterious Black Rider and his colorful dragon continue to rage against a group of very powerful teens lost here in the realm that
We're the
they've
Power
decided-
Rangers.
Power Rangers fight back against
Absolutely we
mysterious-
are.
Am I the Green
mysterious
Ranger?
dark
Go, go,
No, I'm the Green Ranger.
I think I'm the
okay.
Green Ranger.
We're all,
I don't know.
I'm
We're
Tommy.
all the Green Ranger.
all of us. Are the Green
Chris's ass is pink. I don't know how.
Oh, for sure.
I just,
Excellent. But yes, no, the still unnamed black armored rider soars above you on the dragon.
Does he have elf
Oh,
ears?
is he running away?
Did you what's that? It doesn't appear so. It seems like more like it's circling, sort of. Did you roll a perception as the colorful
Can I?
attack is about to looking up to the rider and like, what's going on with his ears?
Wait, what's the fuck is up with his ears? He's got weird eyes. Maybe he has weird ears. 24.
Yeah, elf ears.
That's a fucking.
Hey, that guy's got immediately washed away in the colors.
oh, no.
Excellent, but that is where we will call it for tonight, and we will pick that up hopefully soon and find out what happens with the mysterious rider.